Yo, what's going on, people? If you guys already haven't heard, I got a flat tire. Unfortunately, it sucks, but it happens, right? Most common thing that happens is a flat tire on a fat e-bike, apparently, after reading all the comments. Anyways, so we're over here in Seattle, Washington, a little early. I do have my coffee, and we're gonna head to Splice's 206 place. All right? See you there. Fucking had to stop and get coffee.
Of course.
What up, dude?
What's up, how are you?
Good. Exactly. Well, here she is, and the tire is just really jacked.
A little dirty.
Oh, it's been dirty. I don't wash my bikes. I need to start doing that though. All right, 1, 2, 3. Woo. Okay, I don't have the mic, so hopefully this picks up. We are at Splice's 206. What's up? And we're gonna get this thing going. We are gonna do a bike ride, I believe, but we gotta get this tire on. Or I'm not the tire, but the tire fixed or whatever. So we can start riding again. But today will be Aerial 206. Rider. I'm sorry, I got your shit.
Aerial Rider class and Aerial Rider Grizzly.
Okay, let's take a look at these bikes real quick. So yeah, got the Grizzly, which is absolutely my favorite, and I'm sure everyone else's. And we have initially it's the same bike. The only difference is like 2 motors.
Yeah.
This is 2 batteries and suspension. Okay, but I think last time I talked to you, you said aesthetically you like this bike more.
Oh yeah.
Just because of like black frame.
Black, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I love I think, honestly, one thing that drew me to this bike, and you guys are probably gonna laugh at me. A cup holder, guys. Look at that. That's the best feature. That's the only thing. That's the only reason I want it.
Yeah, I took mine out.
Huh?
Just because
Oh, it's removable.
Yeah, the bag.
Oh, because the bag that kind of fits.
It still fits there. It's just,
okay.
Yeah.
Now, is this the bag that everyone always talks about? Is that the Blackburn or whatever it's called?
This one right here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So if you guys didn't know, and I've been seeing this, I've been around the e-bike game for just a little wee bit here. But this is the bag everyone talks about. It fits most of the frames pretty perfect, and it just kind of fills in that gap so it doesn't look so weird and hollow. If aesthetics is an issue or whatever.
You can carry an extra battery inside and everything.
Yeah.
Tools.
Exactly. So that's great. So tools and everything, and it just outlasts is what I heard, and it's good in rain, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically just a liner for like saddle bags.
Okay.
Inside like a motorcycle bag.
Cool. Sounds good. Yeah, these bikes are awesome. Yeah, I mean, last time we had that vlog was in Seattle, and I did some filming, but seeing it in person, just like one-on-one, just without all the excitement of, things going around.
With everyone.
Yeah, but around everyone, just trying to figure out what's going on. But seeing it just kind of like chilled with everything. Oh my gosh, these bikes are, dude, amazing. Look at that. He even got his, yeah, follow him on the IG. See a little mic in there. It's just like when you talk, it like bounces. Anyways, okay, so a good point I want to mention. So there's a lot of bike shops that would always push for the slime. I'm sure you guys have heard of it. The slime that goes in all bikes or whatever. It's supposed to prevent like flats, right? Kind of, sort of.
Yeah.
Or like,
fill it in and
yeah, it's supposed to like help seal it when it does pop. That happened to me. I had an actual, not a nail, a screw. It was a short little screw. I was trying to avoid all the flats all day yesterday, and I was coming back home and going to Mukilteo, and then I was gonna dip and then go straight to Everett where I live. Good thing to mention, that slime is shit, dude. It doesn't work, and this is a good example of what happens. So it doesn't seal as well at all. It just still has a hole, right?
Yep. And if you're trying to patch it up, it just doesn't work because the slime keeps coming out.
Right.
And you can't really patch it, so.
Yeah, so what was and this is for the YouTube viewers, obviously. So what were you suggesting?
Oh, the armadillo. It's kind of like slime, but it has the mesh inside, so it kind of blocks the hole a lot better.
Okay.
Clogs it.
Gotcha. You didn't use that?
No, this is the slime right here.
Okay.
I mean, look how much of
This is the common stuff, you guys, that everyone uses. So if you want to know what the best is out in the market.
The Armadillo.
The Armadillo, and is that a liquid?
I don't have it though. But,
Okay.
It's exactly like this, except it has the mesh inside the liquid. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So yeah, just a little pro tip: don't use the slime. It's pretty much pointless. I heard a few other people mentioning use the slime, and some people said don't even worry about it. And they suggested using what is it called? This guy right here.
Some liners. 50s baby more.
Yeah, some tire liners, guys. So you got the one that's normally on the rim, that goes on the rim. It's like a foam or whatever it is, rim liner.
Yeah.
But this is the other one that you guys would need if you guys are gonna do e-bikes that are fat tires. What's up?
Around the tube.
Yeah, it goes around the tube and it actually just presses up against the inside of the tire and it just lines it. So yeah,
It's perfect.
that's awesome. Cool. Is that something that we're gonna be using today?
Yeah.
Okay.
Putting it on the Super.
Cool. So we're gonna put that on the Super 73 on the rear tire because that's the most common issue on mostly all
Yeah.
e-bikes, right? Pretty much the rear tire. The front tire normally never gets damaged. I don't know why. Really?
Front.
Okay.
And I've like ridden 10,000 miles on these e-bikes.
Damn. Okay. Cool. And then with these tire liners, like how often do you ever really need to change out a flat now that you've been installing?
Well, right now I'm using on the rear. I'm
Okay.
using the heavy moto tire. These are like 8 pounds.
Okay.
But this I haven't lined it and I've gotten flat ever since. So.
Okay, cool. Oh, and another thing. So Spliceless, is it just Spliceless now?
Yeah.
Okay. So Spliceless was letting me know that to upgrade those Kenda inner tubes. So right now I'm currently using just whatever Super 73s provides, which is just a normal inner tube. But they are a lot thicker, and we're kind of going back to right here. So the measurements are a little bit different than you would a bicycle, because this is a motorcycle inner tube, you guys. So if you want to take a look at that, so 3.50, I don't know exactly.
Yeah, just measured in the
Yeah.
way motorcycles are measured. But
Right. Okay. And this will fit most commonly. I mean, my rear tire is a 5.0. And
yeah,
my front's a 4.5.
I think you'll just have to fill it a lot more with air.
Okay.
So,
So you hear that, guys? So you kind of have to adjust as you go. It will fit, but you just have to adjust the tire pressure. I guess still do some more research on the message boards or whatever you need to do. But I mean, I usually do tire pressure by feel sometimes, and that's fine too. You just gotta really know your bikes, I guess, and you can feel it out. So yeah, cool. We'll get started. All right, guys, we're back. The Super 73 is done. Not that kind of done. We tried to really work on it, both of us. Well, it just didn't work.
yeah, we tried.
Tangled chains, and some lady on YouTube said put the loop in, and then it's yay, and that shit does not work. Made like 18 more loops. Now I can't even figure it out. So to the shop it is. And look, so this is a good point. So Super 73 aerial rider. Okay. So the parts and everything are super aftermarket Japanesey parts, is what I researched. Overall, a really, really good bike. Super 73 is great and all, but there's too many things. Even taking off the rear tire, it's a lot more complicated than these bikes, it sounds like, right? Yes.
Several tires on these and had no problems. And I was like, oh, I can take care of it. I looked at it, and it was a mess.
And we're talking to the guy that is all e-bikes. He's got he's had 3, he's got 2 in the garage now. And they're all the same brand, keep in mind. Anyways, we're gonna go for a ride, and I'm gonna be on the D-Class, and then he's gonna be on the Grizzly, which is the top of the line, top spec bike. There's a name for that. Flagship, thank you. Yeah. I want the flagship model, guys. So that's what it is right here, black and red. And then this is all blacked out, no cup holder though. So we'll see if I'm gonna buy one now, I'm not sure. There's the cup holder, guys, come on. Anyways, we're gonna do this ride, let's go. So to turn this on, apparently it's this little rubbery piece. And you just power button, you just hold it for like 2 seconds. And there it is, I think.
Out on one pedal assist, so I'm gonna
Okay.
turn that off.
Turn off pedal assist. Okay. And then this is a twist throttle, and it's like that, like quarter of the way. It does have your Shimano gear ratio, so you can switch to different gears in case you're stranded and don't have any more power. Everything standard bill. Yeah. Came with it. Did not have to Amazon it like I did, and it sounds better too, which is, I'm kind of jealous again. It's got my mirror just like the other one on mine, but does this come standard?
No.
Okay, so this is aftermarket.
You can't buy them at the Aerial Rider shop. So.
Okay, yeah. Cool, sounds good. Missing the cup holder, that's okay. It is replaceable, I did not know that. We got those V tires that I've been wanting to get for the Super 73, like that smooth tread, good for street. Looks amazing, I like it, looks good. All right, and we will get started, I guess. And I don't need to know anything else, right? That's pretty much it. I want to know what that's like, so. There's 9 modes for it? Jesus.
They're just small increments of power.
Oh, just like really almost unnoticeable at times?
You can turn it to lower selection.
Alright, well we're gonna try it on 9 because you know how I feel about full blast. So does it have, when it's on pedal assist, can you still use throttle?
Yeah.
You can? Okay, cool. Alright, we're gonna try this out. This is different though, because you know can't even talk. My Super 73 has a thumb throttle, so it's easier to control with one hand since I am filming with my left hand. So I'm gonna give it a go. It does have the highest amount of pedal assist on 9. All right, cool, let's do it. So triple click your way out of life. Okay, cool. All right, okay, cool. Oh my God. Whew. Yeah, it is a little bit harder to maintain. It's like not used to it. I follow you, right? Oh, God. Yeah, okay, hold on. Okay. Huh?
Do I just do throttle only?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess it gets a little.
Because that's kind of wonky for me with the camera, anyways. Now it's on 0.
Yep.
And then should I do rear only, or does it matter?
Yeah.
Which one's rear? Left or right?
Left.
Left remains rear. Okay, cool, good to know. Scary, dude. I'm not used to that. Okay, now it feels more like my bike. At least the rear only. All right. And this feels pretty good, you guys. This is the first time ever riding this on the street or in general. And this is the Aerial Rider D-Class. This is actually the bike I liked more from a visual standpoint. I do like the black and it just looks more simple. But yeah, it's pretty cool. We're out here in Seattle, Washington doing a test ride on a nice day. A little chilly though. This twist throttle is interesting. It's harder for me to like understand, at least with filming one-handed. All right, dude, I'm not used to this. I told you it's like, I think it is a longer arm, like swing arm, or not swing arm.
Just put that away for a little bit and then around.
Right? Okay, hold on. All right, so we made it on Burt Gilman Trail. This is my first time on this trail, but we are on a different bike, obviously, because I'm doing the Aerial Rider test ride with the D-Class. So far what I've noticed, the pedal assist is extreme. Once you get up to 9, it is a little bit more jerky. So if you're not expecting that, it's just got a lot of power. So that transition isn't really. It's hard to explain. It's not that tame. So keep that in mind if you are trying to get into one of these, which is still an awesome bike. You can level it down, but then again, I did have dual motors on. And if you step it down to just the rear like you would on the Super 73, it'll start to kind of flatten out in terms of delivery of power. It's not as responsive and jerky. It's a little more smooth. So you can adjust that, but you gotta keep that in mind. For my weight and height going up the steep hill when we did the test ride between me and Splices, just doing the motor alone, which is at twist throttle, This hill that we went up was like basically like your standard Cherry Creek, or what was it called? Cherry Hill, that steep ass main hill. Yeah.
16 grade.
Yeah, it was like really steep, like the kinds that you'd be annoyed to live on a hill like that, kind of steep. So we had a long one. We went up halfway just to test out the bike, and it did really well. It still hit like 15 miles per hour on all-wheel drive, and yeah, it handled really well. So yeah, you just have to tone it down. That's what's nice about this bike, and we'll get riding again here in a second. Let's get going real quick. Okay, so, but yeah, guys, so far, this bike is awesome. What you're getting in this package is completely amazing. Like, Japanese parts, aftermarket kind of parts, all-wheel drive, the ability to switch between front wheel, rear wheel, same battery size as a Super 73 RX, just gigantic. Same amount of time it would probably take to charge. You got it all, man, and it all blacked out, which most people like, which is the colorway of this bike, is the D-Class is all blacked out. It has everything, you guys. And here we are in this nice, beautiful trail where Splice got a comment from a guy saying you should get a real bike. Probably some dude on a Harley. Anyways, but yeah, pretty amazing spot, and we're doing it here. I am controlling, so the throttle being full throttle, it's not like the Sur-Ron where the throttle on the hand is all throttle. Like the grip isn't all one, swing back and it's like a motorcycle throttle. It's one of those quarter throttles. So you can see that. It's only like on the inside. So you can adjust it with your inner finger hands. I don't know how you want to call that, but yeah, that's what that is. But yeah, it's a beautiful day. I'm glad we got the opportunity. So thank you to Splices, or as I like to call Splices 206, because it's just easier to remember. But yeah, you guys, this is awesome. So I'm gonna flip it over to his side. 1, 2, 3. And there you are. There right in front of us is the Aerial Rider Grizzly, which is the top dog of them all. Dual batteries, 2 gigantic batteries, 2 motors, suspension front and rear. This one does not have the suspension on the front and rear, but I don't miss it at all, you guys. It does a really great job, just being solid. It just feels, it just feels more agile than my Super 73. I do love my bike, but it's just nice to see the differences. It almost feels lighter when you're tossing it back and forth, left and right, which makes it important when you want to keep your bike pretty agile in traffic. Definitely more agile, in my opinion, and I kind of like that more. These e-bikes are just going to keep getting better. They're already working on a second round, apparently, is what Splices was telling me. Given it is Washington, we get all the inside on what's going to happen with the brand, right, with Aerial Rider. So they are going to be coming out with some awesome stuff. I won't quite tell you what it is. I'm sure there's like rules and regulations, right? I want to keep that kind of zipped. I can't even make that face, sorry. That looked awkward. Anyways, so here we go, get onto this test ride again, and I'll give you a little of a post of what happened on our ride. All right, guys, so we are done with the test ride. The test ride is over. We are done. I test rided both Grizzly and the D-Class. So I'm 5'6", okay? I have more of a longer torso, shorter-ish legs, right? So in my preference between the two, after test riding Splice's 2 bikes, so this one right here felt more, I don't know, if I was gonna compare it to like the Sur-Ron's, like the way the seating position is and how tight it is, it's very similar to this bike, to the D-Class. The Super 73 to me would be more like this bike in terms of just seating position, or just the stance and just the way it handles, I guess. For some reason this one feels lower to the ground even by a little bit. It's making a huge difference for me because I'm shorter. Splices, you are 6 foot, yeah. So I mean that'd be more catering to his his size on this one. It wasn't that bad for me. I was still on my tippy toes on both, but I felt I could get more of the balls of my feet planted better, and I felt more comfortable. Like definitely more like it fit me. So we should have filmed the uphill test because we did do that earlier. It felt, oh my gosh, we're probably on the steepest hill possible on the way back to his house, and I want to say it's even more steep than the ones, you know, nearby the pier going back up to Pike. Even steeper than that, maybe even longer, because it was just kept going up and up and up, going down as we were going down and going back up to Burt Gilman. Yeah, this trail that we have.
Yeah, people don't realize how steep the hills are in my videos, because you can't really tell in the video.
Yeah, even when I was watching them, I was like, damn, it just looks like it's flat ground.
Yeah.
It's also, depending on the camera, depending on the angle, it's hard to tell. You gotta look at like the components, the brands, where it's manufactured. Like I mentioned earlier, I think I said something about Japanesey parts. Each individual thing, it's all spec'd out. It's almost like Arda had this already in mind. Like, what can we do to make it better to the competitor, right, or competitors? So he put Japanese parts in there in each individual area. I mean, thicker plates,
metal gears.
Metal gears, yeah. Exactly. And the overall look is a little bit different, but it still looks and feels good. It feels amazing. So yeah, I mean, not to be rude, and I'm really not. I'm just saying how it is. Like, I'm not sponsored by Super 73. I have a little bit of a following on my channel, but at the end of the day, like, these are great bikes, and so are Super 73s. Are just, yeah, all-wheel drive. I mean, that's what you're gonna get. So if you want Super 73, that's cool. If you want it for the little bit of their niche that's popular and they look cool, that's awesome too.
They should really come out with that.
Yeah, they should. I think that's one thing that they're missing right there. If you really want to compete, guys, that Super 73 world, you really gotta step up your game, and that's what makes e-bikes more fun, because the more you competitors work at each other like that, the better we have purchases. So keep doing what you're doing, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.